everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thanks very much for watching our earwax removal video today. Just me on my own flying solo today. I'm back with the lovely Mr. Taylor Green on on Monday, sorry guys. But you can see this was a really tough one to do, this one. This particular patient, ear canal very blocked. Now we've got both ear canals to clear here. You can see this first one. It's quite a hard piece of wax. You can actually see it disappearing further down into the ear canal there. And we can actually see the eardrum beyond as well. So this is actually quite a mobile piece of wax. This was the easier of the two ear canals to clear. The second ear canal, oh my goodness me, that was such a tough old one to do. So it's not really budging with the standard size ulnar tube. So I've got the Rosen inserter in here, just trying to flick this piece of wax over. Now it's quite hard, it's quite long as well. And I'm trying to lift it off the base of the canal. Doesn't want to budge, so I've had to almost fold it back on itself to bring it out, and that's what we're doing here. So you can just see it's on its way. There we go, starting to pull this down. It's nearly there. If we can just get this end just to poke out of the entrance to the canal a little bit, we can really get behind this and then pull this forwards. The reason I've gone for the Rosen inserter rather than any of the other tools at the moment, wasn't quite enough a big enough gap really to get the St. Bart's hook in there, and Jobson horn just wouldn't get over enough until we flicked it forward. So you can see now we've pulled this top section right over, almost rolled it if you like down to the entrance to the canal. There we go, we can get the Jobson horn in really easily there then and pull this out. So I'll just lift this up so you can take a look at it. There you go. You can see quite a hard old lump. You can tell it's hard. It gets that sort of dull appearance to it sometimes in that central core. Lots of little dry bits around the outside edge. So we're just going to go in now and grab this next section. This should be pretty mobile, so I think it was just the front end that was really kind of holding everything on in there. There we go. Out this is coming. Bit of a wiggle coming out there. There you go. You can see it's just getting the entrance to the canal. Is it a bit too big to fit out? Sometimes if you wiggle it just a little bit, you can just get it past the entrance here. No, not quite budging. So we'll go in now with the Rosen insert. Let's just flick this out. You can see this is just hard as a rock. Now the reason that this one's tough like this, if the patient didn't even realize they had wax in this ear. I know a lot of you find that really difficult to kind of understand how you can not know you've got that in there. But because it was holding on to the canal wall, although it was mobile, it wasn't really mobile. So what we end up with then is this sort of piece of wax that stays relatively central to the canal. So you wouldn't really feel it moving around too much in there. But you can just see we're getting a grip on this outside edge. This is what anchored this whole thing into place, and you can really get an idea for just how tough this is. This is a piece of tough old skin. This one is hardened up, detached a while ago. I always give the analogy of that little pull against the side of your nail. That's how tough this skin feels when it comes out. And you can see I've got the forceps on this, just trying to grab this and pull it out, and it is fighting me every single step of the way. Look at that. That is a chunky piece of dry skin. There we go, all the way out. You can see it was really sort of tailing off much further in. Now I can see there's that layer of dry skin at the bottom of the canal there. We've also got that little bit of wax on the drum itself. Now that wax on the drum looks really hardened up. So I'm just going to take a look, see if we can grab that section. Now I've opted to go for the, this is the fine end actually, I've opted to go with the fine end here. The reason being that with the forceps, I would have had to try and lift that piece of skin off the canal wall, so get a jaw of the forceps underneath. But if I can lift it a little bit first using the fine end, it's not going to clarinet because it's quite thick old stuff. It just means I could just lift it enough to be able to get underneath it with the forceps really easily then. So it's coming away really nicely here. Lifting again, same procedure as just a second ago. There we go, we're getting this out. Not the easiest of bits of skin to get away, this one. It doesn't want to come away. But you can see how tough that surface layer is there. We're right on the outside edge of the ear canal here, so we've got a few of those little, so they're just around the outside edge. They're just blocking our view a little bit. Now that piece of wax there you can see on the drum, that was super, super tough and really hardened on. You can see it was welded onto that drum. So my advice to that patient, if I try and remove it, it's just not going to come away easily. It's in a really sensitive part of the ear, and it's right on top of that very thinner skin as well at the top of the eardrum. So what I've done is I've asked the patient to oil that just for maybe a week or so, just to soften it up a little bit first, and then to come back. And when they come back, then that wax is going to be lovely and soft. It's going to come away really easily off that drum. Now, this ear canal, you can see here, we had that very, very dry material on the other side. Now this side's a little bit wetter. Patient's been using a little bit of oil to try and soften this up, but this is a mixture of both skin and wax. But mostly looking at this, it looks like detached skin, which means that this is going to be a really tough old one to get out. You can literally see the layers of skin lifting off the base of the canal there, so really kind of pulling up off the canal, and that is going to hold on to this wax really, really tightly. It's not going to want to let it go. Guys, just to ask you, if you really don't mind, if you are enjoying these videos, we'd love you to subscribe if you can. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button or follow button depending on which platform you're watching this on. If you could give it a like as well, that helps YouTube to know that you've enjoyed it, so other people may well enjoy it as well, and it's going to push it out to more people for me. That would be absolutely fantastic. Same with TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. That'd be great. And also, guys, if you are suffering with any ear problems, don't forget, we don't just do wax removal here. We do hearing tests, hearing aids as well. So if you are suffering with your ears, any kind of problems there at all with those ears, don't forget to give us a buzz. Come and see us. Let's have a little look, see if we can help to fix that problem for you. There's a link to our website in the bio and the channel pages. There we go. I've done it for the video now. I didn't even have to have Taylor here to remind me, which is brilliant. So it's coming away layer by layer here, and you can really, really see those white lifts of skin. Now I talk about these white lifts of skin all the time. That's a good indication that this is a really dry old ear canal, and that skin is really starting to peel away. But you can see these sort of softer, chunkier bits of wax almost encased in this outer layer of very, very dry, dead skin, which is what's making this really tough. Now, what you'll tend to find is when you've got this sort of slightly more squishy, softer layer of wax here, it does tend to grip onto that skin, and then the skin grips to the canal wall. So everything is working against you to get this one out, I'm afraid. But it is coming away nicely. You can see I'm trying to lift this chunk of dead skin off the side of the canal here. I've had to work the forceps in. I've moved it a little bit with the standard size on the tube, but I've had to get the forceps in here. What makes things just even more awkward is there's quite a bit of sort of old hair that's been cut away, I would imagine, from ear hair trims looking at this. But it's coming away. We've got a grip on the side. I'm starting to coax it down the canal. There we go. You can see it's on its way. We just walked that chunk out. That is mostly skin there, you can see. And let's take a look beyond that. Right, still didn't budge. And there's still a lot of skin in there. Look at that. When we lift it, you can see that white layer underneath there. Look how it forms in these layers. When we talk about keratosis obturans and all these other different conditions you can get in there, and we talk about these sort of almost onion layers, that's what you can see there is those white layers of skin, the sort of dead skin. The newest form skin that's scaled off has been white, and it goes into these sort of gradations of yellow and into darker colors. You can really see it there, like a pastry. You know, if you've got the sort of lamination, they call it in pastries, we see Great British Bake Off coming out there. You can see just peeling all these little layers coming away on the sides, and that's really what makes this hard. Is you've got all these multiple layers adhering to one another. I am switching tools left, right and center here just to try and get a grip. So you can see we've had the forceps in here. We've got the standard size on the tube in here. That's a good chunk of skin coming away there. The more we can detach at that base layer, the easier it's going to be to get the rest of this out. But look at that coming away. My goodness me. Don't forget to stay tuned for the ruler shot at the end, guys, because it is a beastie of a ruler shot as well. We're just working our way down. There you go. It's just on its way. Try to pull this. There we are. You can really see it starting to loosen now. Now the good thing is, obviously, the more wax, we're working in an enclosed space, so the more wax we can take away, the more room we've got to maneuver, and that's what you need in these. You've really got to peel these sections off the side of the canal wall, and every section that's coming away, we're not talking small pieces either. These are pretty chunky old pieces coming away, but it's really starting to break down now. I don't imagine this eardrum is going to look particularly healthy, because this looks like it's been in here for a long old time. It's just working. There you go. That's another good size piece, that one. It's just starting now. You can see how it's starting to, those layers are starting to come apart a little bit as we get to the outer section. You can see them peeling chunks off, but it's more these little tiny grey dry skin layers coming off in turn. Look at that. All that hair you can see embedded in there as well, that swirl around the outside edge. Oh my goodness, and we're still going. We're still going here. Now this is where it gets really tough, because we're a lot deeper now, so we're getting closer and closer to the eardrum, and you can see these layers that have come off there. Look at that one coming away. So I'm waiting to get a glimpse of the eardrum here. I'm going to take it a little bit more gently until I can get my first glimpse, that little bit of grey blue we want to see of the eardrum. Now, sometimes what will happen, we talk about these layers coming off on the outer part of the ear canal, but sometimes these layers can actually come away. They can form on the eardrum, so you get these layers forming and they build up almost like a sort of surface over the eardrum. And I think that's what's happened here. So I'm trying to grip it right in the center. There we go. Now that's a good grip on that one. It's starting to come away. I'm trying to, Jobs and horns coming in now. I'm trying to get over the top. I think the reason I've gone for the Jobson horn rather than the Rosen inserter at this point, it's not, it's not too deep, so we could have gone in with the Rosen inserter, but because of that layering, I think you would have more likely dropped the very sharp end of the Rosen inserter in between one of those layers and pulled a layer out rather than the whole thing. With the Jobson horn in there, it's going to pull the whole thing forwards. There we are. Let's see if we can grab that outer section. Now we're just lifting this base section. Now this is the piece we've just pulled off. Well, I don't know if it's off the eardrum yet, but it's pulled from certainly very, very deep and close to the eardrum. So we're just trying to work this out of the canal. Trying everything to get this out. It's not a particularly wide entrance to the canal, this one either. Let's see if we can get the forceps. Forceps are really doing their job today. There we go. Look at that. Out that comes, my goodness me. It's another big chunk as well. So you imagine having all of this built up on the canal walls. This would have been really, really itchy. It's you're talking, every time your jaw moves, we talk about this a lot, the outermost portion of the ear canal will flex just a little bit. Now, if you've got all these layers sitting one on the top of the other, that constant moving of those layers, one over the top of the other like this, is going to give you that really itchy sensation in your ears. It's your body's way of trying to encourage you to get in there and scratch that annoying layer out. But unfortunately, you just can't get to it in here. I think the only tool we haven't used so far, I think, is the St. Bart's. Oh, that's crashed into the camera. Let's see if we can get behind this next section. I really want to pull this section out. I'd be really interested to see what this eardrum looks like. I'd imagine it would look really sort of mottled in appearance. Maybe some very fine lifts of skin on there as well. I can't imagine it looking very smooth and pearlescent, but that is a beastie of a plug. There we are. We can now see the eardrum beyond. There's a little bit left here. So that section that we pulled away there was actually the surface that was covering the surface of the eardrum. So this patient really, really wasn't hearing particularly well. Out that comes. Let's take a look beyond that then. Let's have a look at this eardrum. Yeah, exactly what I thought it would look like. It's very mottled, very grey. You can see that sort of grey, almost I'm sorry guys, just caught me there. You can see that grey material we've got here. Now this is dead skin. Let's see if we can peel this off. Is this going to actually come away from the canal wall? It almost looks like a carpet, almost like a rug of dead skin covering that canal entrance. Look how that peels away. You can really see what the makeup of that plug was. But look as we lift it, see it's still attached. And that's when you start to see those little lifts of skin underneath. So this really, really doesn't want to come away easily. I've put some olive oil in here. It's just going to help to soften that layer a little bit further. There you go. You can really start to see that. We're starting to peel from one side across to the other, taking that whole sort of carpet of dead skin off the base of the canal there. Now, a lot of people ask in the comment section, will this reoccur? When you get skin issues, look at that peeling away. You can really, really see that layer. Just a little bit of olive oil just covering the camera there, so just backed up a little bit. But look how that peels away. That whole section's just come away on there. You know, real thick layer, that one. Let's take a look behind it. There we see. There we go, just taking away this little bit on the outside edge. I think we're going to take a quick little look at that eardrum in a second, just to see if there's anything we can take away. But look, it's still coming off the canal walls. And we really want to clear as much of this as we can. That gives it the best chance then of being able to sort of form its natural migration process and keep that going. But let's take a little look. There we are, it's just starting to lift at the base of the canal. I just want to see how loose some of this section is on the drum. Obviously, we don't want to cause any problems down there. Sorry guys, I got a really bad frog in my throat today. Yeah, it wasn't really budging, but look at that. 8.5 centimeters, just over 3 inches worth of skin and wax. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? I'd say what's even more impressive is I rattled the inches off without even thinking about it. That's even more impressive. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching that video today. I hope you enjoyed that one. Sorry it keeps glitching. We're having a few technical issues with our sort of setup here at the moment. For some reason, our videos keep glitching out all the time. As always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of your ears, and take care of one another. And myself and Mr. Taylor Green will see you at the next video. Bye, everyone.